Hey friends, this is Dana of Tabitha's Treasures. I just wanted to get on here real quick and just talk and see what everybody was up to. And I don't know why, but I have this just excitement in me today. And just wanted to talk to people and just, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so tomorrow is the day that I announce the winners of the 200 subscriber giveaway. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see who wins, and I will be using the random comment generator. I figured it out and found out how to use it, so yeah, that's how I'm going to decide who the winners are. And just thought I would get on here too and show you all that I got a package from my mom today. And maybe that's why I'm feeling so excited, because she sent me stuff that I have never used before or had before. So I'm like, yay! But this is a Mandala Sparkle. And it is in the colorway Aquarius. And I thought that was so pretty. Oh, my mother knows that I love blues and grays. Oh, it's so pretty. I can guarantee you that this is going to be a scarf for me. Excited. Excited. And then the next one that she sent me is, and I feel so silly because, like, I know, like, a lot of people that have, you know, I'm late to the party, I guess, but I don't usually go and buy my own yarn. Like, a lot of the stuff that we get has been donated, or it's something that's on sale and I can get it online really cheap or whatever. But ooh, I'm drinking Coke, sorry. I had to burp. So anyway, she sent me a cake of the Lion Brand Comfy Cotton, and I love it. This is called Flower Garden. That's pretty accurate. My lighting is kind of weird today. It's kind of been overcast for the last few days, and all I have for lighting is just my lamp, and it's way over next to the turtle tank. So if you can't see, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm really excited about this because it's really, really nice. It's soft. It is 50% cotton, 50% polyester. And I am really, really excited about working with this. I think it's going to make a wonderful summertime top. And maybe this will be the year that I actually get that made for my niece. Who knows? I haven't done it so far because she has not sent me her sizes or measurements. And I don't want to make something and have it be either too large or too small. So I haven't done it yet, but I will if she'll send me those measurements. And so the next thing she sent me are scarfy yarns. This is Teal and Silver, and I think this is gorgeous, but I mean, that's coming out really a lot darker than it is. But this color here is like a real dark tealy color, and then the gray, it says silver, but to me, I mean, that looks like a heather gray. But this is scarfy yarn, and it is 100%, no, it's 78% acrylic, 22% wool. It is 150 grams, 285 meters, 312 yards. And she sent me 3 of these. So I got squishies. Squishies. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. So I don't know what I'm going to make with this, but I'm seeing maybe perhaps a good big shawl. And I actually was thinking about the new shawl that Cindy Suttles gifted me from Lori Lulu called the Hadley shawl. And so I might work that up in this. But I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see. Yeah. If not that, then definitely Hannah's Frost Shawl, because I've been dying to make that. I just didn't know what to make it with. And then she sent me 3 skeins of Red Heart with Love Metallic. And this is the colorway red. Of course, of course. It is 99% acrylic, 1% other fibers. And I got 3 of these as well. 2 and 3. Woohoo! And I don't know about y'all, but my mother's a little bit crazy, because under each one of these skeins, ball bands, she sticks money. Shh, don't tell anybody that. That's our secret. But yeah, occasionally she will stick money under a ball band or 2. And that's her way of, I don't know, being my mom. She's amazing. I absolutely love my mother. Like, she is, I'm her biggest fan and she's my biggest fan. But anyway, that is my happy mail today from my mom. And she sure does make me happy, because, like, I told her, you know, why are you sending me all of this right now? Like, I want a huge big box of nothing but yarn for my birthday. Because my birthday is coming up in March, the 2nd to be exact. And that's all I want. That is all that I want for my birthday is yarn. Just yarn, 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 more yarn. But, yeah, and I told her, I said I would really enjoy things that I have not worked with, or stuff that is new to me. There's not really just a whole lot that is new to me, but there's quite a bit. So, I'm always late to the party on stuff like that. Like, everybody will be using it for years and years and years, and I'll first get it, you know, like 3-4 years later. But anyway, I always end up getting it eventually. So, yeah. So, yesterday was my wound care doctor's appointment, and it went pretty well, I think. The skin graft has been postponed because the surgeon that she originally referred me to is outside of my insurance's network. So she has to give me another referral to a different plastic surgeon that will hopefully be in the network of my insurance company, insurance group, whatever. I'm on Champ VA. So that's my insurance, and there's just not a whole lot of stuff that they cover, and there's not a whole lot of doctors around my area that accept Champ VA. So, and I'm not really sure if they're even going to cover a skin graft, because that is like considered a cosmetic, whatever you want to call it, just cosmetic, and it's not something that's usually, what do you call it, required, medically required, or medically necessary. But in this case, I think they would be completely wrong to say it's not medically necessary, because without it, these wounds are not going to heal. And they've already turned it down once because they said I've been in treatment for over 100 weeks. And I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to take a chance that a skin graft would not benefit me. But, I mean, anything at this point is better than what I've been doing. I mean, really, truly. I mean, I would chance anything right at this moment, because, I mean, come on. I've had these wounds for it's been 2 years already. And I know that, like, I've heard stories of other people who've had lymphedema ulcers, or lymphedemic ulcers, and some of them have gone 18, 19, 20 years with these wounds. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I cannot do that. I just cannot do that. I mean, I feel like at 2 years already, I think my Joe is just absolutely exhausted with the wound care. And so that's why I went ahead and allowed for a home visiting nurse to come and do my wound care every other day, so that he wouldn't have to do it every single day. So, yeah. But my doctor, she has a real sense. She's just got a knack for knowing when infection might be present or is coming, because right away yesterday she said, you have the beginnings of an infection. We're going to treat this right now. So she prescribed oral antibiotics again. So I'm on the antibiotics, which I just got thanks to my mother, because she sent me money. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get them until next month. So that is a huge, huge blessing. And it's weird because my mom always has a sense of knowing just when is the right and opportune moment to send me money. Because, like, she always ends up sending it when I really, really, truly need something desperately. Mother's intuition, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a nick or a lick of mother's intuition in my whole body. But she does, and she always, always manages to know somehow. Yeah, so I feel like I've talked a whole lot. It's already over 10 minutes, and I don't feel like I've showed you anything other than just the yarn that I got, which is great. Woohoo! But I have been working on this corner to corner for Sylvia's husband, who, I don't know, most of you know that he has multiple sclerosis, MS, and he is completely 100% bedbound. And he's very particular on his blankets, and so Sylvia asked me if I would do it because I know how to do different stitches that she hasn't learned yet. And one of his requirements is that this blanket better not have any holes in it. He doesn't like blankets that have holes in it, like the granny squares and such. And so that's why I chose the corner to corner, because it's boxed and it's pretty tight. I mean, it doesn't have big gaping holes through it. So that was one of his requirements. And the other is that it has to go from at least his neck down to his feet and cover his feet. Not very wide, but, you know, wide enough to cover him and tall enough to cover from his neck down. So I've already stopped on the width, and now I'm just making the length. I'm making it longer. And I'm using Bernat Pop. And this is the colorway Birch Bark and Blue. It's creams, browns, blues. Yeah. And if I run out of that, then I have this other Bernat Pop that's got a little bit of green and lighter shades of gray in it that is called Planetary. So, just in case if I run out of the Birch Bark and Blue, because I only had 4 cakes. I think I had 4 cakes of the Birch Bark and Blue, and I have 2 of these Planetary cakes. So, I will be working on that, and I'm really trying to hurry up and finish that because I don't want to wait until the last minute. His birthday is not until April, but I'd like to be able to gift that to him for his birthday. And I wanted to show you this other blanket that randomly we were cleaning out some totes in the closet a while back, and I gave a bunch of them to Sylvia because it had a bunch of my older projects that I had not finished or was tired of or just didn't want to do. So she took a couple of the totes, and she found this in one of the totes, and she was like, Dana, this is absolutely gorgeous. And It is a Starburst granny square blanket that I did really like probably the first year I was crocheting. I did this. And I had forgotten all about it. Like, totally forgotten all about it. And I stuck it in a tote, and it's been years. It's been in the tote for years. And so she sent it back to me. She was like, Dana, this is just too pretty. You have to take this back. So, she gave it back to me. And I absolutely love it. I mean, it's not very big. It's probably just big enough to be good for a baby blanket. I don't know if you can see it, all of it, but I did just using my scraps. I just used a bunch of scraps and yeah, I think it came out really nice. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, that is really nice. Like, so I have a lot of doubts on my work sometimes, but I really think this came out pretty good. Considering, I mean, I was fairly new when I did this. New at crochet, anyway. And the next thing that I have here to show is what I call my Sunday shawl. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but when I'm at church, I absolutely cannot sit still and listen to him talk for an hour without falling asleep. I will do it every single time. I'll fall right to sleep. And so I take a little project that I can work on, you know, to keep my hands and my mind busy while at the same time listening to the sermon. And yeah, it's worked out pretty well for me. I mean, I have actually gotten more out of the sermon being able to have something to do with my hands and still be able to pay attention to my Bible verses, or, you know, whatever he's talking about at the time. But this I started here at home and decided I was going to work on this on Sundays when I'm sitting at church. It is the Downton Abbey shawl called Mrs. Mary by Downton Abbey Mrs. Mary shawl. And I started it with the tutorial from Sarah Satch here on YouTube. And I am using Lion Brand ice cream yarn in the colorway Mint. And it is so easy, you guys. Like, this is probably the easiest shawl pattern that I've ever done. And which is great because I don't want anything that I have to sit there and count or pay attention, you know, really to. It's very basic, just very basic, but it's perfect for when I'm at church and I just need something to do with my hands. So I will be taking this to church with me from now on until it's finished. And yeah, I've already done one while sitting at church. So I think that's what I will start doing from now on, is just taking a little project like this. And getting a message from my mom. And just being able to work on something really simple and mindless while I'm sitting at church. And so that's good. Yeah, so I think that is it for me for now. I did finish the shawl pattern by Jane of Scraptastic Yarn. I wanted to add a little more to the end of it though, because I mean, I don't think it's really big enough, so I want to make it bigger, or at least longer. It would be great for a small woman, but not even a medium-sized woman. This shawl is too small, and I want to work it up a little bit more. But I had already tied off and everything, so I'm going to have to rejoin and, you know, start doing that again. But I have it over here in my box, and, yeah. So I've done a few other little things, just hats and scarves, a couple of cowls, and all of those things will be put into a box. And Sylvia's already started collecting things that she's making for Normandy Terrace, the senior center here. And we also have a box going out to Charlie's Love. And hopefully by June or so, like maybe around June or July, we'll send out a big package to Lottie at the Crochet Ministry. If you haven't checked out her channel, it's called Enjoying the Journey, Cancer as a Lifestyle. And her name is Lottie, and she is our sister. She's the founder of the sister ministry that we joined up with in the very beginning when I first started to crochet for ministry. I would send, everything I could to her. It's been really hard with the shipping costs and everything, so hopefully we can get back on track and start sending out our donations, at least, at certain intervals throughout the year. But that is on our list of to-dos. And I also am putting aside hats and scarves specifically for my church, because at the end of the year we always donate them to the food pantry, where they can display them out on a table, and people can come in and they can choose 2 items off the tables that they would like. And last year was an absolute, this winter season has been an absolute success. Like, all of the items that we have given have been chosen and taken. So I think that is really great. The year before that, I had made a few things that were not chosen. So I felt like that's an indicator that maybe it wasn't the greatest. So those patterns, won't be used. Not some of the favorites. So either that, or they either came out too small, or I don't know. I don't know what the problem was. Maybe the yarn was too scratchy, because I was using an older vintage type yarn that I had gotten, and it did feel kind of rough. Even after washing it, it did feel kind of rough. So anyway, now I am totally rambling, and it's over 20 minutes. So I'm going to upload this video, and I wish you all lots of love, and have a great weekend. And I will post up a video tomorrow announcing the winners of the giveaway. There will be a winner for a pattern giveaway for Blaine's bow tie baby blanket. It is her first design on Ravelry. It is called Cade's bow tie baby blanket, and I really love the pattern, and I want to gift it to someone who wins the giveaway. And I will be sending out a package to another giveaway winner. So that is all from me today, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Lots of love. Bye, y'all.